Hello everybody and welcome back to the Monguli Show. Today we're going to be taking a look at the month-long event for September, the new Avengers reworks that are coming out, as well as hinting towards a new legendary character and what you're going to need to unlock them. If you want to get caught up on all of your Marvel news and you never want to miss anything, make sure you hit subscribe on this channel so that you get to see all the videos and you know exactly what you need to do every time an event comes out. Let's get right into it. Alright, so as we said, there's some new improvements going on for the new Avengers team coming out. When they were first announced, we knew that it was a rework for Thing and Agent Coulson, as well as new characters Ronan and Mockingbird, and a fifth character to be named later. Well, now we know that that fifth character is Tigra. We don't have a kit for her yet because they're still working on her, they're still fixing her, but they have announced that she is the fifth member. What we do know is that when this team was first announced, it was a war defense team and nobody cared. We don't want war defense teams. They're not something we highly prioritize. It's a team we like to skip whenever they come out as much as possible. You know, there's not a lot of people built the infestation team, so not a lot of people cared that much. They are reworking it so it is now just a war team. It'll work on offense and defense, and while that is nice, that is a bonus, war just isn't something that I prioritize all that highly. So this was a team that I was thinking maybe we can skip this and move on. Unfortunately, they're also saying that the new legendary character, and they're not telling us who that is, will require this team. So you are going to have to, in fact, build up your new Avengers, which is a little unfortunate. Now, the only hint that we get towards this new character is that it's somebody who we've been asking for a long time, and we're not going to want to miss their explosive debut. Explosive debut kind of makes me think Nightcrawler, because he has that like bamf when he comes in, and it leaves that like brimstone smell. That would be really cool. I've been looking forward to Nightcrawler for a long time. He's one of my favorite X-Men, so that would be amazing if that's the character that it is. The side note to that is, holy crap, do we have so many mutants that we need to level up. Can we please get some different gear for Nightcrawler so that I'm not fighting for leveling up all of my mutants with the exact same gear? It's really tough and frustrating. It'd be nice if it was something different for him for a change. I also would love to get like Professor X. Like, there's still some X-Men and mutants that I'd love to see in this game, but I want it to be something different. I don't want to have to be cannibalizing my resources across like 50 different mutants if I want to level them all up. And they're mutants, I love them, so I do want to level them all up. Arriving soon is Ronan. You'll be able to buy him starting on September 7th. They don't say how much it's going to cost, but historically it's 675 power cores, so that's what you can expect. They do also have some reworks to his kit here, but essentially it all just boils down to everything that was on war defense before is now just in war. So he's going to be really good in, like, the whole team is going to get better for war in general. Whether you want offense or defense is up to you. But basically it's just like in war defense, apply trauma. Now it's just in war, apply trauma. Stuff like that. So if you know what the kit does, then I'm not really going to go over it. Just know that it's better on both ends now. So here's Tigra, which I'm not going to lie to you, I thought was a DC character. That's how little I knew about her. I thought this was the villain from Wonder Woman 1984, that awful movie. So what do I know? No word on when we're going to actually get to unlock and play with Tigra, but as mentioned above, we're currently making improvements on the new Avengers team, including Tigra, so we can't share the kit details just yet. I think they were going to this week, and when they got so much backlash, they're like, whoa, let's take it back to the drawing board. So they still had the artwork and everything ready to go, so they're like, well, let's just announce it and make it official, but we don't have anything to really talk about for it right now, so she's coming. That's all we really know. Alright, and for the month-long event for September, it's going to focus around the Secret Defenders and ways that you can unlock or get more points, I guess, towards Miss Marvel, Hardlight, Photon, and Ghost Rider. That's fantastic. I really like they're pumping this team up. They're not just going to give it to you and then you have to wait for months to unlock it. Like, you should have these characters unlocked or working towards Robbie at the moment, and once you got them unlocked, this month-long event will just help you get more shards for them, so that's great. It is going to be a lot of shard orbs, which I don't usually like. I usually do prefer to have the actual orbs in the month-long event, but so be it. It's going to be spread out across hopefully only these three characters. I don't want to be unlocking any Gamora shards or anything stupid like that, but we'll see what they do. They did go back to big point items being different items. I actually did like the reset charges, so you knew exactly what you were going to get. But you'll see that all these are actually 30,000 points. So even though they've got different names, they are all the same amount of points, which I do like. I do like that it is consistent like that. If I see an item, I know exactly how much I'm going to get. I like that for my math. As far as the orbs go, it does say that they'll get a variety of resources and up to 30 character shards from Miss Marvel, Photon, or Ghost Rider. It is a little unfortunate that it's capped at 30, but if it is only those 3 characters, I'll be okay with it. If you make it all the way down to the bottom, instead of getting a different character costume, they're actually going to give you a portrait frame, and I think this thing looks pretty freaking dope, so that's definitely something I'm going to be working towards. I use Gambit as my personal person of choice for my portrait. My personal person of choice for my portrait. Good luck with that one. So this will look really cool behind him, and that's definitely something I'm going to work towards. Let's get right into the actual leaderboard. So if we take a look, this is the month-long event. You notice it's 800,000 points again, like it was last time. There's the Mystical Arts portrait frame. That's definitely something I'm going to be working towards. And you're going to get a bunch of these Secret Defender orbs. If you get all the way down to the bottom of this event, you will get 25 of these Secret Defender orbs. Which is pretty decent, again, if it is only those 3 characters in the orbs. Obviously, there's resources and other stuff. You're not guaranteed to get those characters, but I really just hope it's not padded with fluffy bad characters. You're also going to get 10 training orbs and 12 gold orbs. The gold orbs, so be it, they seem to give you quite a bit of gold, but I will take those 10 training orbs desperately. That is my biggest bottleneck in this game, is just training orbs. All day, every day, I will take every training orb they are willing to give me. There are also a ton of augmented gear starting all the way up at milestone 10, which is pretty early. Now, it's only basic catalyst parts, but still it's teal gear, so I will take it if they're going to give it to me. I'm still working on an awful lot. So actually, no, there's augmented gear higher than that. Never mind. Augmented gear up at gear tier 7. You can get the spliced X gene as high as that. So that's great. Obviously, some of the augmented gear is gear tier 16, and as we move on to gear tier 18, it's becoming less and less valued. But for somebody like me who's free to play, anytime they're willing to give me stuff that can get my characters up to gear tier 16 or higher, I am all on board. So the amount of augmented gear that they're giving you here is fantastic, and I'm actually here for it. Now, how are we going to actually win this? You're going to want to collect tarot cards at 1 apiece, and as I said, all of the items are 30,000 points, which is really easy for the math. It's kind of nice when some of them are like 90,000 points, because obviously it just makes it easier to do, but I do like that you know exactly what you're walking into. That's an okay thing for me. There is a leaderboard, do your best. Week 1 is paranormal preparation. You're going to want to be spending campaign energy for this one, as well as power cores. Power cores are an 8-to-1 ratio, which is pretty good. That's 400 points every time you do a refresh of 50, so that's a nice little turnover there. But the power orb fragments are only a 1-for-1, and we don't know how many we're going to get from each campaign node. We've had it be a 4-to-1, we've had it be a 6-to-1, we've even had an 8-to-1. So until this event actually starts on Tuesday, September 5th, we're not going to know, and I'll come back with a video on the 5th and actually break this down once we know what we're going on. There's going to be some Doctor Strange shards, and if you don't have Doctor Strange or don't have him maxed out, there's actually a good amount of shards to be unlocked here. Unfortunately, he has been around for a very long time, and he is the weakest member of the team, so this isn't going to be very exciting for a lot of people. But if you don't have Doctor Strange, this is going to be great for you. You're going to get a ton of shards for him. I didn't do the math. It's a lot. Most people don't care. As far as the tarot cards and the Scroll of Vishanti, which we know is 30,000 points, you will be able to get 85,000 points from tarot cards, plus the 30,000 points, for a total of 115,000 points towards the month-long event, which is pretty good for the first event of the month. There are some dark promotional credits you can earn, including a 7 red star Doctor Strange, and as much as I'm not hot on the Doctor Strange shards, that's pretty good if you can get all the way down to it. We'll come back to this on Tuesday and actually break down the math for the video, but usually it's pretty doable to get at very least all the tarot cards and the Vishanti, so that's good. That's 115,000 points in your pocket. Let's just run with it. We also have a web milestone event that's a raid event. You're going to want to do 10 raids a day in order to get 20,000 tarot points. You're probably doing 10 raids a day anyways, so this is really just free money. You'll also get 9 T16 orbs and 6 T17 orbs, and that's just, again, this is all just bonus. You're going to be unlocking these anyways if you're participating in raids normally, so just take the free win. Why not? Alright, starting on Wednesday, you're going to have an Alliance-wide war event. This event is only 4 days, and starting on Wednesday, unless my math is off, that means you're only going to get to do 2 wars. So you're going to have a lot of participation for this one. If everybody in your Alliance does 10 battles in each one of those wars, so 20 battles over the course of it, you will max out all the tarot cards you need and get all the way down to gear tier 16. Not gear tier 16, milestone 16. Get you some apocalypse bounties and quite a bit of gold, which is nice. But beyond that, you're gonna have to get quite a few of these alliance supply orbs if you want to make it all the way down to the very bottom. This is an alliance-wide event. Help your teammates out. Technically, you only need to do 16.25, so let's say 17 actual battles to get the tarot cards. If you want to do 20, that's great. You can help out some teammates who are maybe slacking off or couldn't participate as much as they would like to, or maybe if you're down an alliance member or two. So you can still probably get pretty far down this list if you're missing some people or they're away on vacation or something. But you're going to want to be doing at least 16 to 17 war battles, and if you can get all the way up to 20, great. And maybe if you're willing to spend some points and go over that 20 bar, it'll only help your team out. It does cap at the 480,000 points, but that's more than enough you need for the tarot. You got this. Go for it. The quick rumble event for Friday is the Fantastic Four. This should be pretty easy to do as they've been out forever. There are only 4 of them, unfortunately, but they do seem to be giving you more points per. So you shouldn't have to spend too long on this if you've got them all at 4 stars. Sorry, 7 stars. Don't know why I said 4. If you complete this event, it's going to give you 27,090 shards or tarot cards. I don't know where they come up with these random freaking numbers, but so be it. Which means if you do all 3 of those events we talked about, get all the tarot cards from all 3 of them, that's 162,000 points and 90 towards the month-long event, which is pretty good for week 1. That's not bad. Not quite a quarter of the way there, but pretty close. I'll take it. There is an update to the Gamma Raid, just to say that the Infestation team will be allowed to go anywhere the Pim Particle team is allowed to go. So that's alright. Teal Gear Challenges. Back in version 7.1 release notes, we announced that Teal Origin Challenges would be updated. Now they go on to say that they've spent too much time doing other things, trying to make characters more available, stuff like that, so they haven't gotten around to doing this, but it is still something they are working towards. We still have the intention to update the Teal Origin Challenges in the future, and we'll keep you updated. Cool. Free claim, as always. Go get your stuff. It's on the web store. Check it every single day, but especially on Fridays. All right, and that's it for the weekly update. Who do you guys hope is the new legendary character? Are you with me? Do you think it's Nightcrawler? Do you think it's somebody else? Let me know down in the comments who your guesses are. And if you made it this far, please like and share this video. It really helps the channel out. And if you want to not miss anything in the future, subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Have a great week. And until next time, good luck to you.